Youth shun violence and be productive. Nigerian youth have been advised to shun violence and focus on being productive in all their endeavors to help move the nation forward. This advice came from Comrade Solomon Adodo, President of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, during the Global Youth Day event titled Local Youth Action for Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, and Beyond, Your Empowerment for a Sustainable Future, held at the Army Conference Center in Abuja. He noted that youths are natural, creative, and innovative people, and called on government, individuals, and organizations to partner with youth-friendly programs to foster growth and development. He maintained that, given the right channel, young people can strive beyond limitations and contribute significantly to national progress.
Nigeria, a great nation, not only in potentials, but in actuality. We have come today as men and women who are soldiers for a cause of patriotism, a cause of turning around the fortunes of our country for the better, a cause of advancing our country, Nigeria, to the front lines of development in the Committee of Nations. As the United Nations commemorates the International Youth Day, looking at its broad theme of bringing youth actions, local youth actions, for the actualization of the SDGs and beyond. We in Nigeria, we look at ourselves as young people and say the youth of our country must be empowered. We have talked a lot about our potentials, but it is time for us to move from potentials to productivity. We have talked a lot about what we can do. Mr. President came into leadership on the wings of renewed hope. And now it is our time to actualize that renewed hope. It is our time to build a new country. It is our time to build a new nation. It is our time to feed our country and to be self-sufficient. It is our time to harness every local action to turn our countryside, our rural communities to productivity centers and cities, to turn the barren lands to places where industries will thrive. We have the potentials, but this International Youth Day is a time for us to activate these potentials. The government of our country, under the leadership of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has in place all the proper measures, and he has given that marching directive. He has said to us, go into the field, identify the challenges of the youth. We will match these challenges with solutions. We do not promise that we will solve everything in one fell swoop, but as this challenge comes, I see the youth as partners with me in the quest for building the new Nigeria. So dear youth of our country, you are co-governors of this country. You are co-leaders with Mr. President. He relies on you. He relies on your feedback. Yes, when things are not in order, we should speak up. But rather than channeling our energies in the negative direction, can we speak up productively? Can we put up our thinking cap? Can we ensure that industries begin to sprout up again? We are that binding force. The government alone cannot develop the country. I mean that we are the binding force between the government, the private sector, and international development partners that want to drive development within our country. A few days ago, I was on a call with one of our nation's great industrialists, the founder and president of Innocent Motors, and he has assured again that there will be massive training. It has been ongoing, but this training will now be expanded across the 36 states of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So, brace yourselves up. Another good news. When you prepare yourself and wait for opportunity, it must surely come, no matter how long it takes. Keep digging. And so for us at the National Youth Council of Nigeria, the opportunity has come. And the gate of opportunity has been opened in torrents. 2 days ago, I met again with another passionate patriot, an altruistic one at that, Chief Gabriel Tukuma, the founder and president of Gabriel's Group, who today shall be conferred as the chairman of our board of patrons. And he said one thing, and I want you all to mark this. Let it be inscribed on the hearts and minds of everyone here present. Let it be etched that if you fail, it is your fault. And if you succeed, it is your effort. He told me, Mr. President, I am a billionaire. I am old. I am not looking for anything. I have several billionaires like me who are ready to partner with the government and support the government. But it is not the government that can drive development. It is the youth of the country that can drive development. Do you have innovative ideas? How can we make our country better? I love Nigeria. I have the money to buy a house anywhere, but I want this country to be better in my lifetime. It is a day for all of us as representatives of the over 120 million youth to stand with one resolve that one, we will be patriotic, two, we will be honest and sincere, and three, we will put on our thinking caps. We shall correct all the ills in our society. It is not about protest. It is about being productive. And we can be productive to move our country forward. I conclude with the words of Marcus Aurelius. He said, "Here is courage, mankind's finest possession." Dear youth of Nigeria, rise up with courage, be confident and be competent. And together, let us build the new Nigeria of our country.
Also addressing the gathering, Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Oluremi Oluyede, represented by Major General Runa, stressed that youths are the embodiment of any society. He emphasized the importance of following the right path and encouraged them to be active and productive in all their dealings.
Major General Abubakar Haruna, first of all, to thank the youths for their resilience. They have the intellectual capacities. They are brilliant. The youths are really able and capable. What we would need from the youth is patriotism, sincerity, ability to understand what the country stands for. You won't understand Nigeria until you go out of Nigeria. You now understand what God has given us. A country that has all the resources you can think about. You have already said, build the youth,
build the nation.
We want to build the youth so that the nation can move forward. There are so many of the youths making the bulk of the armed forces. We want you to continue to appreciate the military.
Commandant General of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Professor Abubakar Ahmed Audi, represented by Deputy Commandant Benedicta Kelechi Onyogo, urged young Nigerians to take advantage of government initiatives aimed at improving their lives and to consider opportunities in ongoing recruitment into military and paramilitary services.
The best way to predict the future is to create it. This is by Peter Drucker. The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. We are here today talking about the youth. The youth, they have waited for a longer period of time, Mr. Chairman. The youth need an answer of their tomorrow to be today. Yes. I believe the answer is already coming, and that is why you are here today. That is why you have a pragmatic leader like the man sitting there. The paramilitary jobs. You can serve in any capacity, irrespective of what you have read.
The chairman of the FCT Traditional Council of Chiefs and Chancellor of the Federal University, Wukari, Taraba State, His Royal Highness Alhaji Dr. Adamu Baba Janusa, represented by Alhaji Mansour Sule Mohammed, also spoke on the importance of youth engagement in nation building.
Also the important role played by the youth in all our society. Any society that can do the effort and the notification of their youth is the society already forgotten. I've had issues have been mentioned about Yahoo, empowerment, and the insecurity. We cannot underemphasize the responsibility that are saddled with the Nigerian military. Without peace, we cannot even produce families that will say that these are our youth. Those who are to build the countries are the youth. Their own is to set the ground rolling and set the ground loose.
Minister, Counselor at the Ethiopian Embassy, Mr. Misgna Teklu, expressed the embassy's honor in supporting youth development across Nigeria. He linked this year's International Youth Day theme, Youth Empowerment for a Sustainable Future, to Ethiopia's Pan-African commitment and historical role as host of the African Union. He stressed that regional integration and Pan-African unity are vital to Africa's prosperity, noting that Africa's youthful population is a powerful driver for innovation, entrepreneurship, and change.
2022 aimed to promote Pan-Africanism and strengthen integration among African youth. This historic event, initiated by our Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed, brought together young people from across the continent. The collaboration between Nigeria and Ethiopia, two of Africa's most influential nations, is a critical component of this Pan-Africanism vision. Our partnership, built on shared values and mutual respect, is a powerful example of what can be achieved when African nations work together. By strengthening our ties, we can foster innovation, share best practice, and inspire a new generation of African leaders committed to goals of unity and progress. In closing, let me once again commit the National Youth Council of Nigeria for its dedication to this vital cause. I urge all of you, the young people of Nigeria, the leaders and the stakeholders, to seize this moment. Your energy, your creativity, and your passion are essential. Let us work together to build a continent where borders are bridges, where unity is our strength, and where every young person has the opportunity to thrive. Thank you, Ambassador.
Pioneer President of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Honorable Arisi Idubo, also emphasized the importance of youth involvement in development.
Very distinguished Nigerian youths. I was national president in 1993. I'm sure you know how long ago that is now. I think that we are still driving a vision. And at this time, my very dear Solomon has been a very perfect driver. The perfect driver. Africa. Of this country, we must take the driver's seat. You want to do what?
Take the driver's
seat. Get to our destination. The theme for this year, local youth activities for the SDGs and beyond. I think we have too many positive sides. 3-year-old girl in Akwa Ibom that came up with a mobile device where you can speak without a battery in your phone. The girl is 17 years and the world is celebrating her. The world is celebrating her. A Nigerian girl came with a device, new one. And the world is celebrating the Nigerian girl at 17. Nigerian boy. This boy at that time was 22. And the Canadian government was celebrating him. And the boy designed something which the Canadian government said they would put to use in Canada. For a black man in Nigeria to do that, that's a very positive aspect of the young person. So today we are looking at the positive sides of the young persons. I join my brother to celebrate this government. This government is very youth-friendly, and that I give to them. I celebrate our very dear President, His Excellency, who has done so well in creating a ministry totally devoted to youth development. That to me is wonderful. So I join you, sir, to celebrate the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
A panel discussion led by Mrs. Queen Chibu gave young participants the opportunity to present their concerns and suggestions on NYCN's focus areas. A member of the National Youth Service Corps also took part in the discussions.
Japa Syndrome affects Nigerian human capital development and ability to achieve the SDGs.
Collaboratively as individuals, as governments, as agencies to create an enabling environment for our youth. The themes of our program talks about local youth driving SDGs action. This cannot be possible if you don't more like put out a collaborative hand together. So I would say that we need to create an enabling environment for the youth that makes them achieve their vision and their mission right here in their home. Until that is done, we will not be able to surface and manage this brain effect. Because the idea of every young man is to make a better life for themselves.
Nigerian human capital development and ability to achieve the SDGs.
Growth of this country is, the civil service has a way of generating revenue for the country. Also have a way of increasing the economic growth of the country. So whenever we take our talents out to other countries to earn them alone, we are reducing, our economy is declining, and it affects the economic growth of the country too. So I urge every youth here this moment, that talent of yours, that idea of yours, we are blessed to have a president that have the minds of the youth. He wants to see how our youth grow to increase the economic growth of this country. So I urge every one of us here to remove the Japa syndrome and come together. Let's reason together and see how we can grow the economy of our country.
What innovative youth-driven solution can make staying in Nigeria more attractive than migrating abroad?
Build the youth,
Build the nation.
just like the Kopawi said, discussing Japa syndrome is a hydra-headed topic. 80% of Nigerian youth will want to Japa. In fact, of all the most beautiful places, home remains the best. That greener pasture you think you see out there, they paint for you out there is not the way they paint it. Because someone like me, I've been there. The technological innovations that can help us, or what the youth can do to make us remain in Nigeria, they are countless. But then we can take up 2 or 3. Agro-business is something an average youth can develop and go into without much fund. There is nothing that you can start up as a youth that wouldn't demand funds, but there are few that you can start up that wouldn't demand much fund. You can go into renewable energy. So many people are picking up all these disposable cups and disposable containers, and they are making wonderful things out of it. If you go on social media, you will see some people building handbags and other things, something that is nice, and they are selling it up there through all these waste products. We can actually engage in that and still make a living. The idea of it all is to make a living. Apart from agro-business, apart from leveraging on renewable products, we can also go into entertainment. It's something that can create jobs. And
what do we expect from the government at all levels to ensure that the Japa syndrome is practically curbed?
Build the youth,
Build the nation.
briefly, going straight to the question. What do we expect from the government in curtailing that Japa syndrome? Is well-focused youth engagement strategies and policies. We have been talking about Japa. That Japa itself is being fueled by a belief that hope lies somewhere else. While if our government can prove to us that hope still lies in Nigeria, we will see no reason to go out.
because these SDGs are not just UN targets, they are roadmaps, or let me say blueprints in attaining the actual goals and to make it sustainable for the human and capital development. We are expecting more from the government. And as for entrepreneurship, entrepreneurs are facing challenges that includes access to finance and tight regulatory barriers. The tax reforms and all that are affecting entrepreneurs in a very, very big way. So that too should be checked by the government. And we all believe that this government is having youth at heart and is doing everything possible to do that, but we are still expecting more.
How can Nigerian youths actively engage in policy advocacy to address the causes of mass migration?
So young people must adopt the principle of getting themselves there, push yourself there. For me, I'm telling us today to take the charge. The local youth action is for us to decide and take progressive steps without waiting for them to really put us there. So why are you not taking your own action? Take that bold action today, and that's the way you can be effective.
How can youth entrepreneurship and skills development contribute to SDG 8, decent work and economic growth, and curb migration pressures?
We have agrotech, we have service sectors where youth can learn different skills. And these skills, when you learn them, okay, there are people there are government agencies that give grants. The real GDP of this country was proposed to increase by 3.4 by the International Monetary Fund and to increase by 3.8% by the World Bank. That is this year. And what are the sectors that are supposed to increase this economic growth? We have the agricultural sector, we have the service sectors, and these sectors are we can add our quota to these sectors individually.
For the Nigerian youth today, what they have told us is there is hope in this country, there is future here. So don't bother to japa. Somebody's looking at me like, why? Don't bother to japa. The deputy president, Comrade Ricky Majofo, said he don't japa 3 times, and today he's back 3 good times. Japa 1, japa 2, japa 3, and today see him sitting out here with me, making millions, now going into billions. Why not join us and remain here in Nigeria to make Nigeria better? Build the youth!
Build the nation.
Thank you, wonderful panelists. Thank you so much.
Director General of the National Board for Technology Incubation, Engineer Dr. Kazim Kolawale Raji, represented by Special Assistant Engineer Olayemi Success, spoke on government effort in the technological sector, highlighting initiatives to help youth turn ideas into reality through funding, research, development, and commercialization. He encouraged young people to be creative and innovative.
Of the greatest Nigeria youth. Build the youth.
Build the nation.
Dr. Kazim Kolawale Raji, the Director General Chief Executive Officer of National Board for Technology Incubation. Perhaps the names of the agency may be somehow strange, and one will be asking questions. What does that got to do with Nigerian youth? And is it just for solidarity message? Beyond that, is it part of the discussion today? Yes. But I am here with the good news that we have solution to Japa at MBTI. Because we know the essence of Japa. We know why you want to Japa. See, Nigerian youth are not unreasonable. They are very reasonable. They want to Japa because they are hunger for opportunity. They are looking for opportunity. Opportunity to do what? To explore, to rule the world, to dominate the world. They are not designed to be limited, to be local champions. No. They are looking for opportunity. They are looking for platforms to explore, to exhibit that inherent inbuilt talent given to them by God. The God of Nigeria is a kind God. He has given us enough talent. And this talent is embedded in our Nigerian youth. The wealth of Nigeria is not in the mineral resources. It's not beneath the ground. It's here. The wealth of Nigeria is here, upstairs here. Nigerian youth are looking for opportunity to explore the God-given talent, to exhibit the embedded skills and talent given to them. And what is MBTI? And how are we related to this? MBTI is National Board for Technology Incubation. We simply incubate technology. MBTI is the technology warehouse of Nigeria. From conception, you just say, "Hi, I have this crazy idea." MBTI is involved. We admit you in to our incubation center. Like mothers will incubate victims in their womb for 9 months. Then after 9 months, they push us out. Then they start questioning us. That's what MBTI do for technology ideas. Product of research and development. We give you the platform to do that your research, to develop and improve it. And when you improve it and bring it to product, we go to market with you. It is not, that is our mandate, that is what we do. We go to market with you to create job, to create employment, to bring about security.
Nation.
You the youth.
You're the nation.
This is a very timely book, even its title is instructive. Rethinking leadership through design. The best we can give you as young Nigerians is knowledge. In The Richest Man in Babylon, as told by Judges Classen, the king called the richest man then Akan. He said, "Why is it that so few of you are wealthy and so many are poor?" And the king said, "We can only teach them to become wealthy." So from the National Youth Council of Nigeria, everybody who is here present will make sure that we buy a copy of this book for you so that you can rethink leadership and rise from there. Thank you.
National Coordinator of the Niger Delta Youth Council Worldwide, Engineer Jato Abido, urged the government to invest in artisan refining of crude product as a means of reducing oil prices and curbing inflation.
Yeah, developing the youth is key for now because presently, as it stands now, Africa is a growing continent, it's a developing continent, whereby the youth have major roles to play. In Asia today, the developed youth contribute majorly to their GDP in terms of infrastructural development, artisan skills, mining, and other sector of the economy. So in Nigeria today, if we have to prioritize developing the youth as an advocate of youth development, I strongly believe that the youth, the issue and the issues of the Japa syndrome will be kept aside. Because if the youth are well developed, we still have untapped natural resources that the youth can benefit from. We have agriculture. In Africa today, Nigeria is recognized as one of the highest producer of cassava, even in the world, and in palm oil. Now, in agricultural sector, a lot of the sector itself have been underutilized because majority of the youth have not been able to upgrade their skills to the modern day farming. So because of that, majority of them left agriculture to other white collar jobs. So if we have to prioritize developing the youth today, we still have some artisan. Among my advocacy, we have advocated that the government itself should partner with the Niger Delta Youth Council by ensuring that the youth involved in local artisan refining should be licensed so that they don't go into the coal-fire venture. We can refine in sectors and still coordinate the product and still give back to the government. What we need from the government is now buying the crude, because now, take it or you leave it, directly or indirectly, the Niger Delta youth still buy their crude. So why don't we legalize a local artisan refining that will assist the government, assist Dangote, and assist NNPC in terms of quelling the issues of fuel scarcity and fuel increment. If the Niger Delta youth is being licensed and trained and well equipped in local artisan refining, I strongly believe that petroleum product will be sold as low as 100 naira per litre.
Board member representing the Northeast in the South-South Development Commission, Honorable Tabitha Iliya Sallah, and Akwa Ibom State Representative at the Commission, Sir Nkevunwem Ebony, both stressed the importance of collaborative efforts in youth empowerment.
As you observe International Youth Day, this day is not a mere commemoration, it is affirmation of our collective commitment to the democratic dividend that is our youth, and their indispensable role in actualizing the aspiration of our nation. Youth as a national transformation and sustainable development.
Build the nation. You see, building the youth is synonymous to building the nation. Government at all times make provisions for the youth. But the question now is, do the youth take advantage of this provision the government made for them?
Former Secretary General of NYCN, Kaduna State, Juma Sarakin, commended the NYCN for its role in educating youth on the significance of International Youth Day.
The Nigerian youth will have a change of mind and see how they can become more responsible for national development.
I want to say that it's a good development in commemoration of the International Youth Day. Just like it always takes place everywhere, every year. It's a call up for action by the youth in order for youth to stand up. Just in line with this year's theme, the local youth action for the SDGs and beyond. How this is to see how the youth will be able to bring up actions that will impact the society positively, that will be in line with the sustainable development goals of the United Nations and beyond. How youth will be productive and how government will try as much as possible to create space for the young people.
Honorable Rachel Nse, representing North Central at the South-South Development Commission, called for inclusive policies for young people.
Ms. Rachel Nse, I'm the member representing South-South on the board of North Central Development Commission. I'm appealing to the youth for attitudinal change so that they can be called upon to fill this vacuum in governance and across the facets of the society.
Honorable Christopher Udo, Special Legislative Assistant to the Senate President, reaffirmed government support for youth initiatives.
I want to transform.
Transform, sir.
I hope you permit me to perform. I understand the burden of Nigerian youths. I understand that the road is not easy. And I understand the core value that we all stand to represent. And I will not fail to mention the local context that is in Nigerian youth spirits. And why I am so happy to identify with the youth, because I'm a youth. And I believe that our dream will not die inside of us.
The event also featured the investiture of Chief Gabriel Chukwuma as chairman of Patron, represented by Dr. Mayor Kensley Okoronkwo, who announced a contribution of 5 billion naira for youth-friendly program, with 49 associates pledging an equal amount each to support youth development.
Solomon, for an investiture. Periodically, we review the activities of patrons. We are talking about someone who is a patriot and an industrialist. So this is what Chief Gabriel Chukwuma said. He said, at Dodo, I am not looking for anything. I don't want contracts. I don't want jobs. We have made our money. We only want a secure country, a country where we can live in. He said, I am ready to give the president all the support. I know the president cannot do it alone. The government cannot do it alone. I have friends that are billionaires. We can raise 5 billion, each of us, for the youth. And so, we now proceed to make the presentation. To you, Chief Gabriel Chukwuma, by the powers conferred on me as president,
of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, we present to you this certificate of conferment as the chairman of the Board of Patrons of the National Youth Council of Nigeria. Congratulations. Youth,
build the nation.
what is happening today is not by mistake. His Excellency, Chief Gabriel Chukuma, CEO, Gabriel's Football Club, he categorically donated 5 billion naira for the youth empowerment under the leadership of Solomon Adodo. He did not stop from there. He said he has spoken to 49 billionaires to also donate 5 billion naira. Ever conscious Nigerian youth.
Yes.
Well, we at Team Wazobia Nigeria, the non-governmental organization, and we are spread across Nigeria, all the 36 states of the Federation and FCT inclusive, and all the 774 local governments in Nigeria. And we employ our youth. We have programs lined up, and by the grace of God, with the partnership of Chief, he has made available money and a group of billionaires that will support any program that government has been doing, because we know government has been doing a lot of programs.
It concluded with a mountain of man no war guards by NYCN President Comrade Solomon Adodo, symbolizing the commitment to youth empowerment and national development.
Bless Mr. President.
The gathering served as a clarion call for Nigerian youth to embrace productivity, engage in peaceful pursuits, and actively participate in shaping a sustainable future for themselves and the nation.